my name is Rochelle, and I just wanted to welcome you here to Adventures Around Asia, the YouTube channel where we talk about all things living and working in China. Now, some of you may know me from my blog with the same name, Adventures Around Asia, or maybe my free Facebook group, China Teach Abroad Community, or possibly even my online course and community, Teach Abroad Squad. For those of you who don't know me, I actually lived and worked in China for 5 years, and during that time, I had many different experiences. I first came to China to study abroad, where I studied in both Beijing and Xi'an on a language intensive program. And then after I graduated college, I moved back with the Teach Abroad program to teach 1,000 high schoolers in the middle of nowhere at a public high school. After that, I went on to get my master's degree at a British university in China, and during that time I actually taught part-time, both basically glorified English babysitting and business English to adults. And then finally, I worked as a college admissions consultant, helping Chinese kids apply to American universities. Now, the main reason why I wanted to start this channel and talk a lot about teaching abroad and working in China is because my first year teaching abroad was kind of a disaster. I used a Teach Abroad program and I ended up on a factory-lined highway in the middle of nowhere where I was the only foreigner for miles. I was underpaid, my school wasn't even legally allowed to hire me, and if I wanted to leave, I could owe my school up to $8,000 US, which was my entire salary for the entire year. So that was great. Now, I can't really go back in time and change what happened. I mean, I made a ton of mistakes, and I wish I could go back and give myself advice, but that's not possible. So, through this experience, through writing a lot in my blog, Adventures Around Asia, about what I went through, I started getting a lot of people coming to me, asking me questions, asking for advice, asking how I went from like a broke teacher in the middle of nowhere to like this highly paid college counselor in Beijing. So then I realized, okay, I can't go back in time and change my first year, but I can at least give you guys the advice and the information that you need so that you end up having an awesome first year in China. And that's my goal, right? I can't go back and give advice to myself, but I can at least help all of you. So while you're here, I really hope that you enjoy my videos about living and working in China. And if you have any questions or concerns, or you have another topic that you'd love for me to talk about in my next video, be sure to leave a comment because I'm always checking back for new comments and questions and video ideas. And also, if you do really want to teach abroad or work in the education industry in China, I highly suggest downloading my free guide, 10 Steps to Landing a High-Paying Job in China That's Not a Scam. Now, you can find this guide, I link to it on pretty much all my videos, but if you go to teachabroadsquad.com, you can also grab it there. I really highly suggest downloading that guide if you do want to teach abroad in China. But thanks so much again for tuning in, and I hope you all have an amazing adventure in China.